This is Wii Sports Golf for the Nintendo Wii. And you'd think I'd hate this game because I really don't play golf. But that's not to say that I don't enjoy golf. Actually, I like it a lot. I just don't go golfing very often. Primarily because I suck at it. In fact, I'm much better at Wii Sports Golf than I am at real golf. But let's review Wii Sports Golf because this game is a lot of fun. And I enjoy this game every bit as much as I enjoy the Wii Sports Bowling, which I previously reviewed. The Wii Sports disc comes with bowling, golf, baseball, boxing, and tennis. And bowling and golf are my favorite two games on that disc.
Nice birdie!
For starters, this game uses the Wii controller to great effect. It works really well for this game, every bit as well as it does for Wii Sports Bowling. In Wii Sports Bowling, you can apply some spin to the ball. In golf here, you don't apply spin, it's really just calculating the speed at which you swing the controller. And you can see on the left, it's showing you a power bar. So what you do is you take a couple practice swings before you actually hit the ball. You can look at the map, it's showing you a little diagram there with the 3 dots that correspond to the 3 dots on your power bar. So you can see an estimate of where your ball is going to go. Instead of swinging to the left or the right, you adjust your aim with the D-pad before you swing, taking into consideration the wind. And you hold and swing the controller as if you were swinging a golf club. Although the controller is much shorter than a golf club, I was actually just using one hand. It shows you before each hole the speed of the wind, the direction of the wind. It all comes together very nicely and makes for an excellent video game. This is my favorite golfing game, with the exception of maybe Ninja Golf. And although I don't play golf very often, it's great to play on the Wii because instead of joining a golf course or having to drive somewhere or buy expensive golf clubs and plaid pants, you can simply fire up the Wii, play 9 holes of golf, and you're good to go. These are nice, short, quick games, a lot like an arcade game that I like. Sadly, there's no ninjas. If you want ninjas, you have to pick up Ninja Golf for the Atari 7800. They could bring Ninja Golf onto the Wii, and I'm not making that up. There really is a game called Ninja Golf that was released for the Atari 7800 Pro System. And doesn't this hole remind you of Lord of the Rings? Forget the city at the end of the third one. This seems like the kind of game they could release with hundreds of different courses, but the 9 holes on this one course are varied. Some of them are much longer than others, some of them are much more difficult than others, much like a real golf course. I'm sure there's golfing terms for all this stuff that I don't know. When I go real golfing with friends, it usually turns into us just drinking beer and driving the golf carts in circles, which is another addition they could put into this game. When golfing, you can adjust your clubs, the clubs that you're using. You can shift from a driver to an iron. It doesn't get terribly detailed. And maybe that's what I like about this game. It's pretty straightforward. It really is like an arcade game.
Good birdie!
The only variables you really have to worry about are how hard you're actually hitting the ball, where you're hitting the ball, playing against the wind. Sometimes the wind can seriously affect your game. And I've had a great time playing Wii Sports Golf and figuring out the best way to play each of these holes, where you want to hit the ball and so forth. Another small gripe with this game is the music. It's too cheerful. Let's put some real golfing tunes in here. This is the 9th hole, and this one's very challenging and reminds me of the one level in Herzog Zwei with the islands, and you have to launch boats at your enemies. Now, there's no giant transformable robots, no ninjas, no explosions, no machine guns or boats or tanks or anything in this game, yet somehow it still manages to succeed.
Nice shot!
Putting is one of the most challenging parts of the game, and you can pull up a topographical map of the putting green that shows you the higher parts of the green and the lower parts, so you can adjust your shot. And you notice the physics in the game are very good, and the ball rolls, sadly, away from the hole in this part. You can't swing very hard when putting either. I've putt balls like way off the green. Wii Sports Golf, just like the other Wii Sports games, is fantastic when playing against friends in a multiplayer mode. Here I'm getting clobbered by a girl. And you can see when you're playing in a two-player mode, it gives you a little balloon with an arrow showing where your competitor is. The Nintendo Wii is always very polite. I like the addition of the crowd noises in there, and there's this really cheesy announcer.
Nice on!
Yet he never makes fun of you. You know what would be a great addition to this game is if, while playing, you could get power-ups that you could then summon a dragon to come out of the sky.
Nice birdie!
And swoop down and pick your opponent up by their head and fly off with them. But instead of that happening, I just get 4 over par. I added that in. If you want a game that tells you that you suck, go play Time Splitters. See in the bar on the left, when it goes red like that and wobbles back and forth, that means that you swung harder than you were supposed to. I guess that means your shot isn't as accurate, although sometimes I was just crushing the ball as hard as I could. And, well, it's that kind of detail that makes this game fun. It's simple, yet somehow complicated all at the same time.
Chip in! Eagle!
And until they come out with either Ninja Golf or Wii Sports Let's Go to the Bar after playing a couple rounds of golf, Wii Sports Golf will have to do. It's a great game.